And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things.
Just 3 hours flying time north of New Zealand is the South Pacific island nation of Vanuatu. There are more than 80 small islands in the group, with a population of around 230,000 people. In the main urban areas, there's a mix of traditional and Western cultures, including church communities. But there are still many remote bush villages where people reject outside influences and choose to follow their traditional customs. One of those villages is Bunlap, located on the island of Pentecost and home to more than 1,000 people. Until recently, the village leader steadfastly resisted any form of contact with the outside world. But the friendship of Pastor David Jong is slowly bringing about a change in his thinking. Originally from Korea and now living in New Zealand, Pastor David has been running a mission in Vanuatu since 2002. He began by establishing a scholarship to enable local pastors to receive Bible discipleship training, and several years later set up the Pacific Mission Bible College. After establishing several small churches around Vanuatu's main island, he took the gospel message to unreached people living in the Marram Bush village. In 2007, Pastor David was given permission to begin building the Marram Bush Church. And in 2008, he baptized 6 villages, including their chief. As Pastor David continued his mission work in Vanuatu, he began hearing about another tribe of unreached people, this time on the neighbouring island of Pentecost, whose chief had a reputation for being resistant to any contact with outsiders, especially missionaries. As Pastor David and his wife Esther prayed about their next move, they felt God call them to offer their friendship to the chief of Bunlap village. For 3 years they made the arduous trip back and forth between their mission base and the village. But with each journey they began to build friendships with the villagers and to see a softening in the hearts of the chief and his people. Basic medical supplies have been gratefully received, and even Pastor David's training in Taekwondo has given another opportunity for more communication between the two cultures. As the relationship progressed, Pastor David felt prompted by God to voice his concern to Chief Bankerd about the high rate of illiteracy throughout the village, which resulted from the lack of access to schools and education. Pastor David offered to care for some of the children at his mission base so they could attend the local school, and to his surprise the chief agreed. Currently 10 boys from Bunlap village have been enrolled at the school under the guidance of a dedicated teacher whose role is to help the boys catch up to their school-age peers. The boys are responding well to learning new skills and are not only gaining a valuable education but also being filled with the love of Jesus Christ. And Pastor David's vision is that many more children from Bunlap village will be able to receive the same blessings. 12 years after starting his mission outreach in Vanuatu, Pastor David Jong has now set up mission bases on 4 different islands, as well as building 5 churches and pastoring their church communities. And even as he prays for more opportunities to show God's love, Pastor David continues to speak the good news of the gospel wherever he goes.
God has given me many visions for Vanuatu. Lord's vision is for all the people to be saved. And he gives us the vision in Matthew chapter 28, verse 19 to 20. Then Jesus came to them and said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, Go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. God bless you, and God always be with you. Amen. Hallelujah.
See you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.